Okay, good day everyone. Yesterday we were posed with this question. How can the library make our communities more knowledgeable, more connected, and more successful? This question revealed many problems libraries face every day. Although one issue is that the community is more or less unaware of the general events that are happening around the library. We are Western Tech, and we have come to a solution of how to fix these problems. I introduce Library Hub.
Alright, so the library will be able to use Library Hub to advertise their resources and services, making their utilities available and accessible to the community like never before. The users will be able to view and book services available at any Toronto library through Library Hub, which will be offered in multiple languages. Its sleek interface gives users the accessibility to book events while in the comfort of their own home without needing library staff to waste their time booking these services for people, giving the employees freedom to work on more important things. Next up, we have Benny Harleton with the demonstration of the app.
Libraries are no longer just for books. Libraries have become hubs. When you go look, you see immigrants, people who cannot usually afford certain services, using the 3D printers, the computers. There's also the human resources. Libraries are home to many discussions, lectures, classes. Libraries have gone so far beyond books, and that's why we need an app that shows that. So here's our graphic rendition of Library Hub. Right now this is the login screen. And if we log in, we go to a list of all of the available libraries in Toronto. You can organize this list by resources or anything. But right now we have it organized by kilometers away from the person using the app. Palmerston is obviously the closest, but we're going to go to Toronto Reference because it's where we are right now. Now, Toronto Reference has many resources. It has 3D printing, it has normal printing, study rooms, rentable space. We have a small map that shows you how to get to Library Hub, or to the library, using Library Hub. And we have events and resources. And events and resources where it really gets interesting. Under the events and resources page, you can see all of the lectures that will be going on at the library. We had people actually, when we were talking to people in the library, say this is what they wanted. People who hosted events in the library but had no way to get their information across. Also, there's a tab for tutors who want to advertise their tutoring potential, or people who are looking for tutors. So if I wanted a math tutor, I could just post it on Library Hub and find a math tutor. It also has a book club panel for the book club at the library, which we always like to promote. It's like a Kijiji, but for the local library. If you want, you can also dive in deeper. There's a third panel just for information. So if you wanted to learn about the programming class, you can go. You can see Bill is obviously advertising his programming class. He's put his data up and his comment section. You can click going or maybe, and you can even post a comment or question if you're slightly confused. Or you just want to say, hey, I can't wait to go. And you know, we're high school students obviously, and it's easy to make some, get on Adobe Illustrator and make some graphics. So now we're going to show that we've actually created a prototype for Library Hub. Here's Taylor on that.
Okay, so this is the app we made. So the app starts off with the user signing in. They could with their library card, Facebook account. We haven't really decided this yet. So once they do click login, they get a list of every single library. Now in the final app, this will be sorted by whatever the user really wants. If they want something with a lot of seats to sit at, a lot of computers, maybe they only want places with free parking, maybe they only want places with study rooms, etc., as well as sorting by distance. So here you can see once you actually hold onto a library, you can actually go to a new activity which has the Google Maps on it, where you can see the location. And also what we can do is that when you click on a library, we don't have this implemented yet, but it should bring up a new activity which shows you a list of events like you saw in the prototype. But unfortunately, to do that, we had to make our own web backend, which we don't really have the expertise to make. But if we did, we could make an open source API that could also be used by other library branches or even other different organizations that aren't even libraries in the future. So that's it.